In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Pergola Place. Take the next left onto Pergola Place. In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
So cute houses.
Your destination is on the left.
All right, here we are at 115 Pergola Place. This is a nice neighborhood, real quiet. There was people biking and walking down the road. Here it is. The roof looks to be in good condition. I'll check to see what year that is exactly. Exterior looks good. Gutters got a little dirt on them. They could stand to be cleaned. Fascia and soffit looks good. Zoom out a little. There we go. So it needs a little bit of patchwork. There's slight cracking right there at the edge. Needs to just be patched up and painted. And honestly, right here, there's a little paint deterioration. It's a little lighter right there. So it's not seeing anything overly concerning though. Same here, it looks like a little white paint run across there. Yeah, you can see it in the light. So could use a fresh paint. Light's a little dirty up there. Door looks nice. All right, let me knock and see if anyone's here. All right, so here we are. First things first. Smells good. I'm not smelling any must or like water smell. Bluetooth or something, I don't know. Looks like some kind of Bluetooth light. I'm not sure what they've got that attached to. I do see there's motion detectors over there. These floors. Okay, so this is the wood look tile. So these are nice floors. The flooring looks good, looks straight. So let's go over here. Let's just pan around. So right when you walk in, oops, turn on some lights. So right when you walk in, you've got this little offshoot right here. Looks like bedrooms over to the left. And then over here, another bedroom. So we'll start here. Okay, carpet is definitely a little bit worn. Definitely used. That's like a high traffic area. You can kind of see it in the camera. Okay, one thing I did notice, there is a lot of condensation dripping and staining around that right there. It could just mean it needs some kind of a better seal, or maybe ductwork needs to be insulated better. There's a couple things that can cause that, but something you'd want to look after, because that does seem like quite a bit of staining just off first impression. Okay, closet looks good. I mean, the paint's not bad. It just needs little touch-ups here and there. Paint's been worn right there. You can see they've hit something, patched that up. Didn't do a terrible job, but it's definitely noticeable when you walk by. Is that paint? I'm not sure. It looks like they might have painted over tape. And the fixture is not bad. It looks cute. I'm not seeing any other kind of yellowing or anything on the walls. It's quite clear they haven't freshly painted, which I actually like. Sometimes, you know, a freshly painted house on some of these can mean they're trying to cover up some things, but not bad windows. They're still look to be in decent condition. They're not, you know, super expensive like hurricane high impact windows or anything, but yeah, figured. Little door dang. I'm not seeing any door stops, so that's inevitable if you don't have a door stop. Regular wear and tear on the doors there. Not sure. Alright, so let's go in here. This tile, obviously different than that tile, but the colors actually blend well. Countertop's nice. This looks like, it looks like that diamond flex quartz. Doesn't look to be in bad condition. Water hasn't been running a little bit. That's what that foaming is. It injects a lot of air into it right when you put water in the pipes again, so it'll foam like that. Just needs a good cleaning. The grout needs that. Scrape that out and put in some fresh grout or seal. Window. What's up with that? This might be one of those windows that fold out. I'm not sure, but it looks like there's some kind of staining or maybe warping, or I would imagine some kind of staining on the outside. This window, not sure about that window. So one thing I noticed about the window, when it's not locked, look, it's wiggling in the frame. This window does not seem like it's in there very well. You want to be careful with this bathroom window, make sure it's fully locked. So here we are looking at the bathtub. Doesn't look bad. There's some little dirt and grime. This is just one of those shower inserts. They're really easy to replace and put a new one in. Fixtures don't look terrible. Again, just some, oh. Okay, so that's soft right here. It looks like they repaired it at some point, but you can, it's been repaired because it's just soft plaster over that. You can press in there. Also, it took forever for that fan to turn on. Seems like it's running low. Hey. Alright. Doesn't look bad. Not seeing any signs of like a significant leak down here. Maybe just a couple drops of water or something, but yeah, use tissue paper. Yeah, this doesn't look to be in bad condition. All right. Okay, same deal with this carpet. You can see it's just the old used carpet. You know, it's got some matting in it right there. A little bit of staining right there. Same, they're just like the old cheap windows, but those look to be fine. I'm not seeing any like fogging or anything that would indicate an issue. Regular old size closet in here. Same issue kind of everywhere. Paint needs, I mean, the paint on the walls here doesn't look bad. Just little paint defects here and there. This one has a door stop, so it still has the indent from probably before they got a door stop. On this one, I am not seeing any of the condensation leaking. So it could be something with that specific vent. Hard to say without an inspection. Let me just double check with this one. Yeah, same with this one. I'm not seeing any of the yellowing or anything, just in this room. Okay, so let's carry on. All right, it's a nice entryway. It's got taller ceilings. These have got to be, let's see, I'm 5'5", 6'5", 7'8". Are they maybe 8.5, 9 feet, I would guess. It's got to be taller than 8 feet. Yeah, 9 foot. Here's the washer and dryer room. Same tile as the bathroom. Again, it goes well with the tile out here. Nice Samsung washer and dryer. What's that? Okay, so it looks like telephone. Huh. Alright. This has got to be the garage. So this would be another entryway to your house. There's light. Okay, so this has epoxy floors. They look to be in decent condition. Definitely needs a cleaning. It's obviously used. Not a bad sized garage. You got your doorbell there. All right, let's take a peek over here. So, paint, warranty, electrician, green shade, plumber. Okay, so that when this was built new, they always put these stickers on to let you know who all of the people are that did their, this is a KB home, okay. Okay, so this is from KB Homes. KB, you can kind of build to your own customization. There's a lot you can do with KB Homes. You can make the ceilings higher, you can do all kinds of stuff, which it looks like they did in here. These are a little taller than normal. Okay, this all looks good. Massey, pest prevention. Okay, what's this? Termites. Okay, so they had a WDO inspection on October 8th in 2021. All right. This is a nice hot water heater. Very nice. Everything there looks to be good. Okay. Alright, and then up here you've got an access point to the attic. Also feels really cool in here. I can feel the AC is working well. Alright, let's go look at... Oh, okay, here we go. This is a carrier unit. Always have the manufacturing date. So this was manufactured August of 2016. So without looking at the history on this one, I'm wondering if it was resold in 2021 or something, which usually you have a WDO inspection the year that it was when you buy a house generally, especially if it's like a VA loan. They require them. Okay, paint in this room looks pretty good. Still got their doorstop. Barely an indent there. Okay. There's definitely staining on the carpet. Just little things that you expect in a used house. And some scuff marks on the door and stuff like that. Up here, same thing. Not seeing any signs of condensation leaking, which is good. It makes me think that room in particular might just need like a seal around that or something. So this one has Honeywell, so you have to change that bad boy out. Get the old nest in there. And they do have a security system, or had one. Disarmed, ready to arm. All right. Oh, I'm not sure what I'm turning on here. Lots of lights. There's a lot of lighting. All right. So this is a nice big area. I'll give them that. So just walking in here, kitchen looks good. Just I apologize. The cameras seem to be... Okay, that's a little better. I had to wipe off my camera, I apologize. Alright, so... decent little pantry. It's actually pretty deep. I can stand in here. But you've got plenty of cabinet space here in this kitchen. I like that they've got the large cabinets. I really like it when they go to the ceiling, but they stopped it right there so you could still have some decor up there, or whatever you wanted to store. Alright, counters look to be in good condition. I'm thinking this is probably quartz. Yeah, this is probably quartz. It's got a little backsplash that goes with the colors. The grout looks a little funky there, but not bad. Yeah. Oh, the little sticky things have broken off and now they're just sticky. I have to clean all that stuff out. So you've got Whirlpool appliances. They look pretty good. Microwave and oven. Whirlpool and fridge still feels good. It's definitely still cold. Shallows, and then the deeper freezer drawer with a top door there. So you got plenty of freezer space, excuse me. All right. Still got their TV mount. So this is a nice setup. You've got a lot of living space here. Let's just take a peek out back. Well, that is interesting. Okay, so this is chipped up. It does run smoothly though. I wish they would have had the bigger, I like some of those that have the larger panel. But just one single. Concrete's a little dirty out here, but doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's only a 9-year-old house. So I'm definitely seeing some wear and tear, but it's not horrific. This looks to be in good condition. The screen's still good. Although, I don't know what's up with this little fence. It's, it didn't withstand whatever took it down. I don't know if there was some kind of little dog out here or what, but so your yard dips down. I'm assuming this might be the, looks like it was mowed to there. So this is kind of where the hill starts and goes down. So this is probably, I'm assuming they probably haven't done the roof. It's got to be like a 9-year-old roof. So not a huge issue, but just something you'll have to contend with in 5 to 10 years. Alright, so this has to be the master. So we had 3 rooms up front, a little hall closet. I'll give you a little extra space, goes back here, but it's not actually in the pocket there, but they tried. Oh yeah, let's just check these again. I'm not seeing any other discoloration, just in that one room. So something there. All right, carpet, same deal, matted, worn, a little bit stained. It's got to be 9-year-old carpet. Fixtures don't look bad. This is, oh, okay, so it's got the recessed lighting around, and then, okay, it's got to be due to that. All right, so for the master, windows just look a little bit dirty. And any house that we put under contract, we're going to want an inspector to go through, even new construction. So if any of these windows have issues or the little things like that, we get a full general inspection. Same tile, I like everything's cohesive. You've got a soaking tub here, a little discoloration on the tub. Not bad. Got the frosted window in here. Everything's just a little dusty, a little dirty. I think they did a broom sweep out, and probably that's about it, and maybe a vacuum. I don't believe they've done anything like shampoo the carpets. I mean, you might be able to revive some of that by shampoo, but okay, so the towel, there's some gapping now. You've got to go back in and regrout this. It's split all right through there, which happens over time. I'm sure you guys know it's, regular upkeep and maintenance that you've got to do on your house. Especially with the whole discoloration. Doesn't stick very well, but I guess that's good when you're in there. All right. I kind of like that they have a towel rack right above the tub. Makes it easy, and then they've got the recessed lighting above the shower and the tub. Looks pretty good. Not seeing any signs that there were leaks. Same with that sparkle quartz. There's just a little bit of discoloration. I can't tell. It could probably just be cleaned off a little better than it has been, is my guess. Looks like it might just be dust up there, actually. Doesn't quite look like the discoloration of, is that paint? Yeah. Looks like there's a paint, I can't, let me see if it, is that the, I can't tell if it's lighting or paint. There's so many little spots here where the paint's kind of been rubbed off a little bit, but I believe that's shadow from the lighting. Either way, I mean, if you were to buy this house, you'd probably want to do some kind of paint job on it. Mirrors got the old flaking through there. I mean, overall, it's not bad. Oh, a lot of abrasion there, so this door's been rubbing up against that. See if I can get you a size of the room. It's a good size master. I wish they would have cleaned a little better, or possibly painted, or I don't know, done something. Closet. It's a good size closet. I mean, you could actually do a lot with this if you got some built-ins. But again, it's just a little bit of all of that scuffing and normal wear and tear on a house. So, oh, it's missing the, gonna need a new light cover for that. Okay, so over here, again, I'm not seeing any leaking coming from that one either. So there's just something going on with that one vent. It's actually a good sign that I'm not seeing it around every single one of these. It would be a lot more concerning. So this is it. My overall impression, let's make sure I got this locked. Okay. Overall impression, the yard, not much of a yard. If you wanted a backyard or you wanted a little more privacy, I can see that they've got, you know, white vinyl fences up over there. I'm thinking your yard probably stops a little bit after that drop. I wouldn't personally want to mow that drop, but it's not such a terrible grade down that it would be hard to, you know, impossible to mow. I'd just get a little weed eater and go over it. I'd make my husband do it. Let's see, trying to turn all these lights off. There's a million lights in here, which I do appreciate. A lot of these new builders are making sure there's a lot of recessed lighting. The windows, I mean, I'm gonna pause this and lift this window. Okay, so this is what I wanted to see. It kind of wiggles in and out. It's just, they're like the cheap windows. If you got the same window size, it wouldn't be hard to replace these. But yeah, see, you have to like make sure you're locking the windows properly. I'm just not a fan of how these windows are working right now. Hold on just a moment. Okay, yeah, I had to use both hands to close it because now it's locked, but they're wobbling so much in place that I have to use both hands to lock it. So that's just something to note. The windows are just cheaply put in, cheap windows. And this is it. Let's see. Where's this last one? One of these? Nope. What is going on here? This one? No. There it is. All right. So this is 115 Pergola. Let's just take a look out around the side one more time. So I'm not seeing the little termite traps or the bait traps around here. Looks like that's your property line, like right there. I like that it has gutters, especially on a concrete block and stucco house. You don't want the water to start eating away at your footing and grass and chipping away at the base of the house. I mean, it's a good sized house. It's got some potential. There's just some little things that if I was going to buy a newer house, this is only 9 years old, I'd probably just go ahead and go with brand new. But I do like this neighborhood. It's just something to consider. All right, we'll go to the next one.